everybody, it's just thought I'd come and show you this. It's the Facebook group for the UK and Ireland craft swap, and this isn't actually a swap we're doing, it was a monthly challenge, and for August it was to alter something for craft storage. So I've been working away on this, and I think it was SA Crafters on YouTube that I took the idea from. And this morning I was watching some YouTube videos and I see that Gina has uploaded her one, and I laughed to myself because I thought, they're kind of alike but different. So, but here you go, Gina, I told you you'd have to wait until you saw my one, so here it is. Mine isn't a nice tea chest though, but I will be keeping an eye out and little for them coming in because I do like the look of them. Sorry, I'm not on the tripod, so I'll try not to make you sick. What it is, I just took it's just a cardboard box, and you'll see around the back it's quite rough, and the top, like this is all taped down, I left that taped, but this bit here should actually be the bits that flip over and close the top of the box. But I bent them back over just to add some more stability to it, and I glued them down with some hot glue, and I did it on the top and the bottom all the way around it. And then what I did, if you go along to is it SA Crafters or AC Crafters, I think it is, but you can see in here all I've done is I measured then the width that I had in here in the box, and cut all my little shelves. And in here there is little, I don't know if you'll see this very well, but there's bits of cardboard that go right away into the back, and they're like the little bits that hold the shelves apart. So there's nothing in here, but on either side I have, it's a bit of I've covered it with lace so you don't see it, but there's the bits of cardboard there that I've slotted in between each shelf, and it's just like just holds the shelves so you can see them. There's that, it's not on the focus, so it's there. So that's what I did. So I ended up, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shelves, and you can get 3 ink pads along it, so it doesn't hold all my ink pads, but I have them, I've put some of them in, and what I do is I've sorted them that I've put the ones that I use the most, and I always stack my ink pads upside down so it keeps the ink in the top of the pads to keep them nice and inked up for when I'm using them. So all the ones that I use a lot go at the top, so my Versamark, and then I've got my Stazel, I've got the black, and I just have the saddle brown. I want to get the chocolatey brown one of them, so I put that in the top. But they work perfect then for the Tim Holtz, and I've labelled all my, this is all the distress inks I've got. I am going to get more, but that's the ones I have at the moment. But I've taken my Dymo and named all the inks, so when they go in, there's 3 of the new summer colours that I've got, so I've not got them labelled up yet, but these just sit in here on the shelves and you can see the colours. And because I put them in upside down, if I show you this, they're really easy to get out because you just put your finger on the lip and they come out perfect, so they fit in there. So just stuck these all in. But this was actually quite easy to make. It took quite a lot of hot glue gun sticks, but it's together to stay together, shall we say, so it's not going to be going apart. So I must label up this new one. I really like this summer. What's that? It's mowed lawn, and there's raspberry, pickled raspberry. I like the names of them. Pickled raspberry, and salty ocean. That's the 3 summer ones. I think they're really nice colour. I must get them labelled up. So all my ink pads anyway fit in there really nicely, so they're all tucked away. I'll probably need to make another one as well to hold more as I get them, but at the moment that's the ones that I use. So what I did then is I didn't paint any of the shelves, but I painted, sorry you're going to see the mess on my desk and tripod and everything, but I painted all around the sides of the box and the top, and on the sides it was all painted with just a really pale pink acrylic paint mix that I've got in the tub. And I left the actual shelves in here, they're still the cardboard colour, because you don't, when these are all pulled forward and that, you don't really see them, so I wasn't worried about it. I trimmed each of the shelves with some pale pink pearl trim, and up the sides here I took some white lace, I went up the corner and across the top and down this side as well. I've got the white lace. It's got the ribbon, yeah, it does have ribbon put into it as well. It's got white satin ribbon. And then down the bottom, I didn't want the ribbon hanging at the bottom, so I took a different trim that I have here and I just put that on the bottom. Up the sides here I took some white lace, I went up the corner and across the top and down this side as well. I've got the white lace. It's got the ribbon, yeah, it does have ribbon put into it as well. It's got white satin ribbon. And then down the bottom, I didn't want the ribbon hanging at the bottom, so I took a different trim that I have here and I just put that on the bottom. And I might actually go back and paint this bottom, I don't know. I started it and it got a bit of a raffle, but it's there. And then all I did was took some of my paper flowers from my stash and I put one in that corner, and I've got another one down in this corner, and then up in the top corner. This is not wanting to focus very well, I don't know why. I've got a spray there, so it's just like the cream and purple tinge, and then I've got the... actually go back and paint this bottom, I don't know. I started it and it got a bit of a raffle, but it's there. And then all I did was took some of my paper flowers from my stash and I put one in that corner, and I've got another one down in this corner, and then up in the top corner. This is not wanting to focus very well, I don't know why. I've got a spray there, so it's just like the cream and purple tinge, and then I've got the... hold on, I'm going to stand up so I can see what I'm seeing here as well. So I've got some of the pink ones here. The stems, then what I've done with the stems is I've twirled them to make spirals, and I don't know how easy you're going to see this, but there's one I have here and I'm using that, this will actually focus, using that then as a hook, and what I've got hooked on it, sorry I'm going to change hands, is I've got a colour swatch here on a book ring of cardstock, so I know what card colour stock that I want to order, so put them on a book ring. Across the top I've made a satin flower and it just sits on the top, and I think it was a little shabby chic. I took it's one of her flowers that she did, so I tried that, so I put that on the top. Another couple of my little flowers, more spirals, more pink ones here, and then I had some of this gold meshy kind of trim. Is that going to focus? This camera is doing my nut. So anyway, I've got some gold trim there. Again on this side, same kind of spray of flowers. I've got some pearl beads on that side as well. More of these wire spirals. Sorry, you're probably feeling really queasy watching this. So that's there. And then I was laughing, Gina, because your key looked really familiar. And I love this key that I got from Ems as well, and I don't know what to do with it. So I like to have it. I don't really want to do anything with it. I think it's just pretty. So I like to have it hanging here, and I've decided I'm going to hang it off the corner so I can always see it, and if I do think there's something to do with it, it's always going to be there for me to look at. So I've got a nice silver one, so it hangs on the side there. This flower, to get it to sit up like that, the other thing that I'm going to use the flower for, well actually on top of the box, when it sits, it's going to sit in against the wall, it sits in there. So I put my little dewdrop ones, I set them just up on the top like this, so I can see them and then at hand for when I want to use them. So all my little dewdrops are going to sit up here. These are all colours that I use a lot, I like the dewdrop ones. Sorry, I'm watching where I'm putting this instead of actually what I'm seeing. So anyway, I put them there. But the other thing is this flower then works really well as a little sort of pin cushion. So my needle and thread, when I'm using it, I put them in there, and I also actually end up, I can have my thread sitting on top so it's easy to grab as well. So, oh, and then as well along the top side here, just to cover where the flaps of the box meet, I put some of that ruffled trim with a satin ribbon in the centre of it. So that's on that side and on this side. And to get this flower to stand up, oh this is heavy now, I was highly technical. I'll take these down out of the way. Sorry, you're seeing my messy desk now as well. So what I did was I took a bit of chipboard and I scored it, and it sits on that, and there's a big dollop of hot glue in there just to hold it at that angle so this flower sits upright. So then I'm going to put it in place now for you. I hope I don't drop anything or break anything. Sorry, coming back to it. So it just sits in there nicely. behind my tripod, and it's really easy to grab and get at, and all my dewdrops just fit nicely in. Oh, I keep falling down because I'm not watching what I'm doing. So all my little dewdrops fit nicely in the top here, and they're easy to grab and put my hands on when I want them. So that was my altered crafty storage thing that I've made for the challenge for August for the Facebook swaps, the Facebook UK and Ireland craft swaps. So hope you like it. So you can see why I was laughing, Gina, because they are quite similar but they are slightly different as well. Same kind of idea. But I love your one as well. I just love that tea chest, and I have my hubby on the hunt for one coming back into Lidl, the same as you, so if it's there I think I'll be getting him to grab one for me. So thank you for watching, and leave a comment and let me know what you think, and I'll be back soon. Bye for now.